Hey guys, I'm back real quick. I know you guys are probably sick of seeing my videos coming live all the time, all day. But I had to catch you before the clip started. I know it's 2 hours later on the East Coast, so I'm sorry if I'm missing you. And to everyone else that is in it right now, and I'm sorry across the globe I'm missing it. But I'm trying to get on time. During this full moon eclipse energy, even if you have to do it tomorrow night, that's fine. But the eclipse would be really important. I wanted to tell you guys, you women, actually, I mentioned in my last video to work on healing your ancestry and working on healing that and your past, your ancestors' past, which is a really good energy to do. Hi, Karen. But I wanted to reach out to the women because I was looking at pictures and news things, and I'm like, us girls, us women have really been through it. We have overcome a lot. I know cultures and races have always overcome things, but women definitely seem to have a hardship as well. Being single moms has been really oppressing on women. Having to take on the masculine and feminine role in homes across many countries has been very hard for women, and also having to do things for themselves and be independent has been a real struggle, which obviously is what I mean, taking on both roles. But emotionally, mentally, physically, for the women that have to take on both of these roles, it's been a real struggle, okay? And it's happened for generations and generations. In many cultures, women have really taken a lot of the burden from things and been very strong. And this has caused oppression on the woman's soul, on a woman's history, our ancestry. We as females have kind of been told to toughen up and be more masculine, and we haven't really embraced our feminine role in a long time. And our feminine role seems to have gone down a path of either us being abused and taken advantage of if we're fully in our feminine role, and if we switch to a dual role, it's very hard to be ourselves. It's certainly a struggle to be balanced, for sure. So I wanted us girls, us women, to take on some healing tonight and be in support of each other and love all of us gals out there, married, single, mothers, not, young, old, whatever. Just us women in general. We've come a long way, but it's also been a very difficult road. The divine feminine energy has been oppressed a little bit because our divine feminine role is to mother, to heal, to nurture, to love. Our roles really fulfilled is to be giving with our purpose. Whether that's communications and television, whether that's working with children, whether that's working with pets, whether that's working in medicine, our roles as feminines are really about giving, okay? And giving to all different kinds of areas. And I just wanted to come on and just say, us girls, please take some time tonight, ladies, underneath this big full moon and the eclipse, to love on your feminine nature, to embrace her in her nakedness and know what she is, okay? That you are the mother, you are the healer, you are the feminine, and you have that beautiful nature about you that deserves to be loved, cherished, protected, respected, honored, and to honor the fact that you can bring life into this world. You can take something spiritual and make it physical, which is the Empress. So I want you guys tonight to maybe honor the Empress inside of you, and just love on yourself. Take a hot bath with rose petals and extra fancy things like candles and bath salts and bubble bath and all the extra goodies, oils, flower petals. I mean, really get into it, as well as basking under the moon tonight. Maybe sit on the grass, lay on the grass, whatever. I want you females out there to embrace your feminine energy. I want you to love on your body, to love on your soul, and tell yourself you are so loved and wanted, because feminines are kind of forced to be more masculine. And we shouldn't have to be forced into that. We're not really um, embodying all of our power in that way. And so we have a struggle balancing, you know. For us feminines, it's like I want to be all feminine, but it's very hard because we have to take on the role of father. We have to take on the role of breadwinner. We have to take on the role of, you know, cleaning and caring for the house, as well as providing for the house, as well as nurturing and feeding and growing the family. It's very trying, so especially for you single moms out there, love on yourself tonight. And for those of you mothers that already did this and you're mature now and you are in your golden years, still love on yourself totally. You are the mature embodiment of the divine feminine energy. And I want you to love on yourself and say what a wonderful human being you have been here on this earth, doing what you're meant to do and more. So I want us women to really just love on ourselves. So I'm just going to pull an oracle card here for the women, the divine feminine energy here that, you know, I think, you know, for this particular reading should be a woman. But, you know, if you're a man and you feel like you're a woman, I mean, hey, you can jump on this boat too. I'm not going to judge you. Okay, but the women definitely have the energy of feeling oppressed. You know, everyone has their own, you know, reasons to feel oppressed, but women, the reason I'm bringing you up tonight is because the moon represents the divine feminine energy, and the moon is a feminine energy, and it does represent the mother of the zodiac. So I just want you guys to love on yourselves and love on the female and the womanhood that you are. And I wanted us girls to support each other tonight. Send some vibrations to your sisters out there that have all had to do such hard work. All us girls out here who have had to be both father and mother. All us girls out here who had to be the healer and the giver and the sacrifice. That's what women do. We are givers, and I just wanted us as women tonight under this full moon to be powerful and to own your energy, which is, I think, one of the most amazing, powerful energies in the universe, is to bring life. I think we're special, and I do think we're gifted. I really do, and I think we are very, 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 very special in God's eyes as women. Not that men aren't special, because I have a whole nother thing for men. You guys should definitely get in your power. Get in your masculine power, gentlemen. Get out there and own your masculinity. Get out there and feel the strength that makes the man feel the power that the man should feel. To be the protector that the man should be and should feel, and to be the strength that the men should embody, mind, body, and soul. Men have a purpose and a power, very, very strong, and you are valued completely and needed. But I want women tonight too to be, please go out there under this moon and really fill yourself up, because women have become drained. I think women in society across all cultures have become very drained, and we're losing a little bit of our spark, our power. And I don't want that to happen to us. So just going to pull just a couple cards. I promise I'm only going to be here a few minutes for the divine feminines out there for your healing tonight. All the women out there that need to love yourself again. All of us women that are going to support each other as women out here in this crazy world, worrying about our husbands and our wives and our children and our mothers and our fathers and our families, just worrying to keep things together. For all of us women out there worrying and struggling to keep everybody afloat, this message is for you. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with the mothers and the women out there, that it's been so hard. We got a couple little messages here. For the women that have really been having a hard time, men seem to be in and out of commitment with you. They've walked away. 8 of Cups. There you go. Knight of Wands, Mr. Knight of Wands coming in with the marriage card, and then the 8 of Cups. It seems like a lot of the women that I've been touching have struggled with staying in a relationship or holding one together. And it just looks like it's been very hard, very emotional for you. What does your oracle card here have to say?
My sister's not wearing on hammock.
Okay, I'll tell her right now. I'll be right back, guys. Gotta do mama duty. Okay. So anyways, for the women that I feel you're healing your womanhood energy here, is leaving, the pressure of men leaving, the pressure of being alone, the pressure of doing it on your own, the pressure of doing it all. This is like I said in this reading, that's what I was feeling for the women, and it's been so hard to be balanced. Okay, even for the women that are married, all you women that are married and you have your family together, it's still hard for you, because even today they still expect a married woman to do both roles. You have to go out there and work, and you need to come out here and have a pristine home, a pristine meal on the table. You have to shop, you have to clean. Don't tell me we're not expected to clean. Don't tell me we're not expected to grocery shop and put away the groceries and organize. Don't tell me that's not expected of us. And it is. And it is just, it's there. It is what it is. Women are expected to do both roles. Even when you're married, you're expected to do both. You know, I'm not bashing men in any way, but men seem to be more accepted as just working. They want to work hard, and they come home and they can relax. Some men, I know my stepfather and my grandfather, you know, really pitched in and did do stuff around the house, especially with the kids. And that's a really big help. But a lot of men, you know, majority, I would say, work and come home, and they get to take off their work clothes, relax, and watch TV, or, you know, do something in the car, you know, just stuff like that, and kind of wind down for the day. The mother still works all day, comes home, rushes to get dinner on the table, cleaning, getting the kids' homework and school done. The dad may also help with that, but it's still, the mother is overwhelmed. And a lot of times mothers are overwhelmed. And so you can imagine, even in a marriage, a mother can become burdened and overwhelmed with the laundry of the spouse and the children, the cooking and the cleaning, the organization of the house, the shopping for the house, the cleaning for the house, and anything that supports the home, which is our natural gift. A woman's natural gift is to support the home. And I'm not saying this is everybody's story, but it's just a majority, okay? Now, when you're single, it's all on you. I mean, there's not even an ounce of help. There's no, let me bring the groceries in. You know, single moms bring heavy groceries in. Single moms grocery shop, work, and clean and cook and do the homework and take care of the kids and do everything. And that's just what we do. So, in essence of all of that, thank you so much. Who's that? Mary Lamb, thank you for the 1111. All of us women, I want you guys to really love yourselves tonight. You are gifted and special, but don't feel like you have to be both roles all the time. This can lead to kind of not feeling whole. So I want us girls to go out there and just really feel our feminine energy. Do all the feminine things tonight that makes you what and who you are, and value your feminine energy, okay? Thank you guys, you're so nice. Someone has a comment. XO, what do you say here? He says, because I don't have a job, that I'm worthless. But I clean his cars, his room, and his garage till my hands will be black, and he doesn't care. Oh, XO, I am so sorry. You see? And us women need to stick together because we're not valued. It's disappointing, but in this day and age, and I'm not condoning men at all. Please don't think I'm coming down on the man, but it's been a society where men have now been raised at their ages today that a woman should bring equal. that a woman should be equal to the man, which is perfectly fair, but it's still not equal, is it? Uh, Equal is us going to work, but men still expect the feminine to do more at home than them, and that is just the truth. And I'm not trying, there are special guys out there, really special guys out there, but you know you're one in a million. You know that, right? So all you special men, you are absolutely one in a million, but it's not common. Okay, it's not common. And even the governments have, and this is what we fought for, ladies. We fought for equality. Well, we got it. But even the government does not see the sensitive side of women. And so we are expected to work, rear the children, take care of the home. And it is draining. And our feminine energy is definitely hurt. I'll be back again, guys. Mama's duties. See, I got to do it all, juggling. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this oracle. Okay, we have movement in reverse. You don't feel like you're moving forward. The women's movement isn't really moving forward. Look, I'm a firm believer that we're equal in the workplace. I have always made good money, and sometimes more money. Most of the time more money than men doing what I do. So it's not that I'm in jeopardy here of not making enough money the same as a man. The problem here is with forward movement and reverse, women are kind of stuck in this limbo to where we have so many freedoms, but we're not respected. We're not understood. We're not valued. We should want to be able to do all the things that everyone else does if we want to. But if we choose to take a more feminine role, such as being a stay-at-home mom, okay, example, or homemaker, why is that looked down upon? That's not moving forward. Why is being an entrepreneur just out there working? We should be able to do that, and that's great. I do it. We should all be able to do it. But when women want to stay home and rear these children and raise a family and build a life, why is that any less? Why is a woman looked down upon and less than for not having a job? It's really not our job to do that, and we actually weren't created to go out there and work. It's a luxury, and it's definitely it's good that we're able to do that. But I think the way our bodies and minds and souls and spirituality was put together was a team, and there has to be balance at home. Home needs to be fulfilled. Home needs to be a healthy, healing, happy, harmonious, restful place. Home needs to be nurtured so people that work and are out there in the world can come home to a harmonious place and wind down. This is equal, you see. That's serving each other's needs. Now, you can reverse the roles if you want. I don't care. All I'm saying is it should not be looked down upon that people want to make a home. That is a very big job. It is a very big job. And it takes morning to night effort to run a home. It is not an 8-hour job, okay? And it certainly isn't even a 12-hour job. This job is ongoing, and we should be respected for that, okay? We should be valued. We should be appreciated. We should be loved on, okay? We should not be tolerated. It should not be just acceptable. It should be exonerated. It should be looked well upon. It should be lifted up, just like working. A working mom gets a lot of high fives, but a stay-at-home mom doesn't. Stay-at-home moms get the thumbs down. Moms that send their children to school get a lot of high fives. Moms that want to choose to stay home and homeschool their kids, thumbs down. You see how that works? Women, the divine motherhood, the divine feminine nature, which are natural teachers, life givers, nurturers, are being shrunken. We're being oppressed, and pressured to let go of our womanhood, let go of our divine feminine energy, and blend in with the norm and just kind of level things out. Well, the world is going to be in havoc without the divine feminine energy. And I don't know if Karen or you guys can help me. I don't know if Marcus is here. It's a woman reading. But if you guys know of that story, it was an African folklore tale or something like that. It was about the divine feminine and how she nurtured the world. She was the goddess. I don't know what that story was. But that story is kind of what I'm thinking about. And in that story, whatever the name of it was, the female, the divine feminine of the world, who represented water, nurturing and healing, she represented the water of the earth, the love. All the other energies on the planet said they didn't need her, that she was useless. I don't know what the whole story is, but the other guys were saying, we provide creation, we are the solid earth. I represent, this, and I represent that to keep the earth running. What do you offer, divine feminine? And they thought she was useless and a nobody and didn't represent anything useful. So when she went away, they lost all the rain, the land stopped growing, it was no longer a beautiful place. And when the gods asked the other earth caretakers, where is whoever this divine feminine was in the story, they said, we told her to go away. We didn't need her. She didn't offer anything. She was just lazy, over there providing, beauty. We don't need beauty. We need, this, and that. And the gods were like, well, now your earth is falling apart. You need to call her back, okay? And so they had to call back the goddess. Oshun, thank you, Elizabeth Acosta. This is the story of Oshun. So listen to that story. That really represents the divine feminine energy. And it is an African story about the gods and goddesses. And Oshun represented the divine feminine. So if you guys can watch that, I can post it on my community channel if you want. But yeah, someone said Isis as well. Yes. So anyways, the divine feminine has been oppressed a little bit, forced to take on masculine roles in a marriage, in a relationship, in a home. Okay. And she, the water goddess. And so we represent the Queen of Cups, really. So you should be appreciated. And the fact that this is in reverse is very concerning, because that's what's been making everybody feel oppressed as a woman, not feeling nurtured, not feeling loved, not feeling appreciated. Even when you do your divine feminine work and you're at home and you're giving somebody a nice home, you're providing for this home in the best way of nourishment. You're giving love and nourishment and healing and safety and all these good things there. You should be protected. You should be provided for. Nothing's wrong with that. You're providing someone, spouse possibly, or whoever, with comfort, care, nurturing, support, and healing. Everything that person needs that goes to work every day to come home and feel relaxed and peace and healed and loved. You're helping that person have a balanced life. Therefore, the divine feminine should have a balanced life and be provided for, be protected, be supported, so you can do your thing. And see, with the women movement nowadays, it's women are equal, and yes, we can do equal things. We are capable. Capable should be by choice, should it not? Should it not be a woman's choice to go do what she wants to do? And it should be her choice if she wants to be at home. It should not be looked down upon. So, the stigma of a woman being a homemaker needs to go. The stigma of a woman being lazy for tending a garden, meditation, yoga, self-improvement, beauty, regimens, being looked down upon for taking care of your feminine power is no. That's what we have to do. Men work out to keep their strength. Men eat certain things to keep their strength. Men have a certain mentality and do certain competitive games or competitive, things with their mind to keep them in their masculine mentality, to support their masculine growth. And you should masculine. Masculine men are being feminized, which is another thing. And that's a whole nother topic. But today is for the women. And we definitely need to support each other, and moms of all types. Stay-at-home moms, working moms, breastfeeding moms, formula feeding moms, homeschooling moms versus moms that take them to school. We should support all mothers and all women. You know why? We're all doing the best that we can for our family. We are doing everything in our power for our family. We have the best intentions for our family. And the divine feminine as a whole, Mother Earth and nature, we are the life bringer and the support and the nurturer of mankind. Child and adult alike. We are the life force. We are the water. And without Oshun, and without water, and without the divine feminine energy, this world would founder. It would. It would not live. It could not go on without us. So we should also support our masculines, because without them, this world would also founder. We need to support each other in our roles and lift us up. And us as women support other women, and men, you support other men. We need to rebuild society in a more loving, nurturing way. So the movement forward is to love the divine feminine energy tonight. Go under that full moon and love on your divine feminine. Welcome her, accept her, thank her for all she is. Touch your body, touch your mind, and say thank you for this reincarnation where I am this female feminine energy. It's very, very strong. I'll get another oracle here for you. Okay, we're going to do a healing magical herb oracle. Orange. That's nice.
I like orange.
Okay, and if you're not drained, that's great. I'm not saying everyone is drained. I'm just saying if you are, tonight's a great night to do it. Even if you're not drained, everybody should go out there and do it. Get recharged regardless. It doesn't hurt to be more charged than you already are, and it certainly doesn't hurt to recharge yourself if you're drained. Get out there and bask in your feminine energy. Okay? Spirit, show me how to heal the divine feminine. What is some advice on healing our divine feminines out there? Bottom of the deck, radiance, turmeric. I love turmeric. That you could do that might make you feel better is to drink some turmeric. Enthusiasm, dill. I love that. Let's read that. Steph, is it possible to have a female energy? I do know a lot of my male friends that are very comfortable with that, because if you have your male body, you will feel the healing, sustainational, okay? Because a man more in touch, more empathic in energies, and that is very, very, very true. Yes, but when you are a female with a feminine energy, it is amplified, because you are feeling uh, your body basically embody the feminine energy with the breasts, which represent the milk and the life and the comfort and the nurture. You'll represent your inner organs, sexual organs, which go through the monthly cycles. And you'll notice how you will flow with the moon. How, when the moon is fuller, you are more emotional, you are more thirsty, you seem more empathic and intuitive and more psychic. And then when it waxes and wanes, you notice how your body differentiates here with those emotions in the female body. But yes, it does happen in a male body also. It's just a little bit more amplified in a female. But I do 100% believe feminine energy resides in a male, definitely. Let's read number 19. Ideas and information are abounding, divine feminines, and now you need to share your own as well as taking time to listen to perhaps finding an alignment or illumination with the inspiration and information of others. Now is a very good time to listen to others and hear them. Be very careful, though, to protect how and what education and motivations and jealousy of others can also rise. The young, including children, are a focus, and their needs, sometimes demands, will be forefront in front of your own. A discovery of new people, groups, and ways of living joyfully and truthfully is your true spirit, as indicated. So this is all about community. Again, women coming together. I picked the right thumbnail. All these women in the sunset holding each other. I want us as women to envision loving and holding each other, seeing another mom going through suffering and feeling her pain, seeing a woman, a young woman, go through this world being judged, talked about, looked at as a sex symbol. Women have been seen as a very strong sex symbol. Men, of course, are always sexy and they will be a sex symbol, and they are definitely rising on the sex symbol arena, especially with the newfound empowerment of homosexuality. So men have definitely stepped up and been definitely another form of sexual idolism. But women have always been the forefront of that, continue to be so, and all the sex trafficked women out there and children really affect the divine feminine energy, the Oshun energy, and we have to heal that. We have to protect our children and protect our sisters and protect our divine feminines. And you and I, women, we can look in each other's eyes and instantly know the pain that we share alike. We as women have shared that pain of expectation. A lot of cultures too think women are not capable of certain things. We're still fighting that. I know we're fighting racism and all of that today, but we are still fighting sexism as well. And a lot of women, that simple things like my grandpa, he's a sweetheart. I love him. Good man. But he just grew up in an era where women, were not seen as capable. Also not seen as educated or smart. Now that is something women fight to do, is prove that we are educated and we are smart and we have just as much brain function as the next man. But questioning our experience, questioning our thoughts has been something women have definitely had to deal with.
Mom, I ate the whole entire popsicle.
He ate the whole entire popsicle, guys. And it's awesome.
And I didn't want to drink the juice.
Okay, he didn't want to drink the juice. All right. So, yes, sexism is still an issue, and it happens in our own families, and people don't even mean to. I wanted to help my grandpa build a deck. I'm very capable. I'm very good with my hands. I have carpenter energy in me. I can definitely build a home if I wanted to. Sometimes I would suffer on the strength, but I could do it. I physically know how, and I know how to blueprint it, and I know what to do. But I wasn't seen that I could, so it was a big no. Or lawn work, don't do that, you're a woman, we're going to hire someone, you don't know what you're doing, and you don't know how to do that. And it's kind of ridiculous because we are very smart and we do know how to do things. And I just want us women to support each other, because we are all so smart now. We have access to the internet. We learn very, very quickly. We are so quick to grasp onto things. We know how to support a home and a family. We've been doing it for centuries in villages. Women in those days would get the water, take care of the children, cook, and provide, hunt if need be. So women have always been capable, but our area of specialty is homemaking. And that's where we need to value ourselves in. We have a specialty, and it happens to be providing a loving, nurturing, healing environment. That is our specialty. Our specialty is healing people and seeing their needs. Specialty. Our specialty is bringing life into this world and growing it. We grow children. We grow humans. We grow homes. We grow families. We specialize in growth. We know the nourishment in any area or subject that is needed. Give us a garden, we will nourish and grow that garden. Give us children, we will nourish and grow these children. Give us sisters and brothers, and we will nourish and help them heal and grow as well. That is our divine feminine gift. It is our birthright, and we should not be persecuted, oppressed, or pressured, or pushed down and treated disrespectfully to be what we were embodied and meant to be. And there's a very popular Jamaican singer, I don't know her name, but I did post her on my community section at one time. But if you Google her, I think it's a single mom song, and she's from Jamaica. So if you Google single mom song based out of Jamaica, she should probably pop up and be the first one on your Google search. But her story was really resonating with me. And she was a beautiful divine feminine that was a single mom, and the dad kicked her out of their home, mistreated her, kicked the kids out, and it was a very sad kind of video, but she empowered herself, and she was that strong single mother, carrying a child on her back through the streets, walking with water. She was that empowered single mom that supported these little men, these little boys and girls, and grew them up. Do you know how hard it is for a mom to raise a man? It's very hard, because we know what they need. They need that example. They need that strength, that force, that wisdom, that protection, that strength. And it's very hard for a divine feminine to muster that up inside herself to give that to a boy. But we do that, single moms. We find ourselves shifting into energies that are unlike ourselves. And we do that to help raise these children, because we know what they need, and by any cost, we'll make it happen. And so I'm not going to go on and on with single moms, but you need to be enthusiastic about who you are, love who you are. You are more than enough. You are beautiful, you are gifted, you are intelligent, you are sexy, you are perfect, you are 100%. And for anyone to make you feel less than or pressured to be more than is bullshit, okay? And us mamas and women need to support each other. And when we have hard times, when we have sad times, reach out to your feminines and let them know they are loved and they are strong and appreciated, and we are stronger together. So I know the world is fighting racism right now, which is really important, but it's also important to remember that women and men should be loved and lifted for their full embodiment of who they're meant to be. So get enthusiastic about that. Let's get another message here for the divine feminines. Okay, divine feminines, a strong women here. What's a message for this divine feminine spirit? What do you want to tell us? Us ladies here. Trust, women, trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Second guessing ourselves. We do that a lot. Women second guess ourselves because we think that, you know, by tradition, men maybe know better. Or somebody else may know better. We have a hard time having faith in who and what we feel. And this is why a lot of us divine feminines struggle in our intuition, because it's so hard to have faith in our own intuition, because we're always being questioned by the world. Are you a good enough mom? Are you a good enough wife? Are you a good enough daughter? Are you a good enough woman? Are you a good enough student? Women are always questioned. We know what enough is. Our birthright made us very, very in the knowing of what and who we are, but we question ourselves, even though we were born with intuition. Women are born with intuition and empathetic nature. We are born psychics and mediums. If we really want to dive into those energies, they can be more powerful. But we already feel it. We are that. That is us. That is what we are. And to question ourselves, that's questioning our birthright. God, that's a God-given gift. We were born with that gift. Connecting to nature, healing people, loving them, nurturing them, providing healthy environments, sifting through people's emotions, knowing who's a liar and who's a fake, being able to take your children to the park and sense who's a pedophile and who's not. That is a mother's God-given birthright. We know. And don't ever question yourself. If you ever have an intuition or an inclination or a feeling that something's wrong with someone or something, you trust it, because that is your birthright, God-given, and you need to trust those instincts. And Spirit really wants you to remember that you were born with that gift. Don't ever question that. And let's read that real quick. I know, I said real quick, and I'm going to hurry. I'm almost done. Seriously, like, I live here on this channel. It's just ridiculous. Believe it or not, I get a lot done in the day when I'm not on this channel. I cook, I clean, I spend time with the kids, I drive around, I do what I got to do, believe me. It may not look like it, but I do. Anyways, it says here, the earth can be a tricky place, women, divine feminines, but you have been given a tool to help you navigate through the murky waters. Your intuition, okay, which what we just said, you must learn to tell the difference between ego talk and soul talk. And then trust your soul, feminines. Once you get into the habit of allowing your intuition to grow, you will come to practice this discernment externally. You will be able to know if a person or a situation is trustworthy. Damn, that's what I just said. See? There you go. But it all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercises like muscles. And when you determine that it is always right, that wisdom will spread out into your body and influence everything that you do, your decisions will seem easier. Your soul only wants the best for you, and you must learn to listen to it and trust it. So us as women need to start trusting ourselves. Stop second-guessing our intuitions. If someone's lying to you and you know it, don't ask yourself, I could be wrong. Screw that. You're not wrong. Do you hear me, divine feminines? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. When someone's lying and you sense it, you're not wrong. When you feel something's wrong with your kids, you're not wrong. When you sense something's wrong with your man, you ain't wrong. Okay, you were born with that gift, period. And that is just indisputable. It's not even worth debate. It is what it is, and that is it, okay? There's just no way around it. Women are born like this, and you just need to love it. Spirit wants you to love it. Bottom of the deck is honesty. You can't always expect everyone to be honest with you, but you can expect yourself to be honest with your own self, and that's important. You know, Spirit wants you to love on you. Let's get a message here also from the Elkway for the Divine Feminines. Divine Feminines, how to empower and heal yourselves. Give us a message, Spirit, for us Divine Feminines here. The beautifiers and healers and lovers of this world. Okay. Well, I have kind of two cards that came out. I have Jocelyn, she who persists, perspective, defiant, and persistent. And she reminds me of a persecuted, oppressed woman. I don't know why, but she just does. She has sadness in her eyes. And she covers herself, maybe because she's not allowed to show her hair, or it's a belief or a religion, or maybe she's healing from cancer, but it's definitely a wounded woman. And she is persistent and defiant. She is strong above all others. And it's, you know, again, women in other countries are really persecuted. I don't feel that here. I still feel persecuted here in America for being a woman on many different ideals and aspects of my life. But I can't imagine being a woman in a country where I couldn't wear what I wanted to wear for the day, where I couldn't go into the sun and drive where I wanted to drive and be a part of this world that is my birthright. I was born as a human here, just like men, to enjoy this world, to go visit it, to be around it, to embrace it, to be independent, and to spark myself full of ideas and creativity and see the world. And to be kept from that, I can only imagine the pain and the oppression that someone must feel. To be able to buy nice things and clothes and makeup and not being able to show it to anyone and be a little dark secret underneath a shroud would make me feel oppressed. It would make me feel like I couldn't be myself. Now, if you want to be in that energy, I mean, that's a whole nother story, then great, you're living your life. That's great. You want to be it. But everyone should be able to do it. Not everyone feels the same way. I understand that. But there is women that, you know, are forced into marriage still to this day. There's women in China that are only allowed 2 children. First it was the 1-child law, and then now it went to the 2-child law. Is that any better? You're still not allowed to have as many children as you would like. Being able to own whatever kind of home you would like, still not able to do that. You have a certain amount of land for a certain amount of people. Oppression. Listen, we're women. We were meant to grow and expand and give life and love. And I'm sorry, but being oppressed is ridiculous. And we need to stand up for ourselves. We should be rioting and protesting for that. For the women across the world that are sex trafficked. For the women across the world that are oppressed. For the women across the world that are being put down because they're stay-at-home moms or homeschooling moms or just housewives. Nothing's wrong with that. We should be embracing the divine feminine energy, not saying you're not good enough. You need to step up a notch, okay? Because, you know, doing what you're doing as a woman isn't enough. If you want to be a top-notch woman, you better do it all. You better do both roles. If you want to be a top-notch woman, you better do both roles. And that is not okay. So, Jocelyn represents defiance and persistence, okay? She represents pushing the envelope, fighting for a voice, fighting for your face, fighting to be who you are meant to be. So women need to start supporting women too. I see a lot of us on Facebook, you know, breastfeeding moms are better than formula feeding moms, whatever. No, it's not. I breastfed all my children, but my sister-in-law had to bottle feed hers. Milk production was an issue. Not everybody's able, but they're still loving, nurturing mothers that kiss and squeeze and hug and love their little babies and would fall on a knife for them any day. So we need to support each other and say, good job, Mom. You're doing a really good job. And when those moms are out there struggling in the store with a kid having a shit fit, give that mom a pat on the back and go, Jesus, I know what you're going through. And it's going to be okay. This time will pass. Enjoy these little amazing shit fit years while they last. Because before you know it, you're going to worry about their lives. They're going to be out there in the world, and you're going to worry every day if they're going to be alive and okay. Mothers will always worry. Always. And believe it or not, raising the kids isn't even the hard part. It's making sure they survive. And I can only imagine moms who have more on their plate than that to even worry about. So the card that came out for you is She Who Waits, Manara, patience, waiting, determination. We will be able to have our voice. It's coming. The divine feminine balance, the masculine balance, I do believe it's coming. We are fighting right now for other things, but this is a focus. And I do believe in the next 20 years, I do think these roles will change. I think the value system will change because as generations have grown with mothers working and females being on, you know, even skill, how do you say, even kill, even with men, we've seen how families have somewhat fallen apart, and that's just statistics. Families have fallen apart, therefore human beings have been immoral, a lot more immoral than hundreds of years ago. And it is because mothers, okay, Oshun, divine feminines have been oppressed. It is because we have not been completely in our fulfilling roles. We've had to do both, okay? And that is very hard to balance. So this is about patience. Things will even out. We are going to have some kind of balance. That's what I'm feeling with it. I'll read that. Oh, and I'm tired of doing readings. I'm going to do my own full moon stuff tonight. This is the last one. Divine Feminine, she sits on a bower of leaves and flowers. So long did she pause, there very flora has made its home in her hair, because she knew the value of waiting. The ethereal glowing butterfly finally came from her. She made room for her dream by letting go of all else. What you want, you too can have. However, Manara will not give you the winged gift. The gift she offers is the lesson of patience. Your choice is before you now. Can you commit to the time it may take to get what you want? The message of this card may face some challenges, and going after the things you guys want above all others. If it were easy, the actual obtainment would be diminished. Honor the path set in front of you. Be ready to stretch yourself, because chasing the elusive desire will not walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park. It's more like a hike through an exciting, arduous forest trail. This is not a test of physical ability, but of your level of determination. You can always say no, but keep in mind that you may not get this particular chance again. Stop and evaluate your commitment to your desires. So have patience, be persistent. If you want to change things, we have to be persistent. And that's a whole nother story, isn't it? Us females, us divine feminines, that's a whole nother story. We have pressure about how we look. We have pressure about our age. I have noticed that men can grow old and have gray hair and still be considered a sex symbol. Even with no muscular arms and no abs, they're still considered a sex symbol because of their wisdom, because of their wealth, because of their status. But a woman in her golden years, with wrinkles and graying hair and not the body she had in her 20s, is not the sex symbol anymore. And that diminishes our power, doesn't it? That makes us feel like we have the clock ticking. When women are not in childbearing years either, they feel that pressure that I've become obsolete. I'm no longer the feminine that society puts on a pedestal. No. First of all, elderly women and the women that are mature and gone through menopause are the most needed of all women, because they are our teachers. They are our wisdom. They are our strength. They are our voice and our eyes and our heart and our support. And to think that an older woman is not a symbol of perfection is beyond me, because they are just so amazing to me and so beautiful and strong and worthy and valuable. They are a diamond, period. And such a gift to society. And in Native American cultures, the elder woman in the tribe was definitely the matriarch and valued and understood and appreciated. And I still feel that, because she is the divine feminine. She represents the divine feminine, and seeing all cycles of a feminine's life, from birth to the ending years, all the cycles of being a young woman to a childbearing woman to a mature woman, and valuing all of those stages, all of those cycles. And we as women should lift each other up, value these cycles, and really listen to our elders. Our elders have wisdom, and they are loving and nurturing, and they know a lot more than they think we do, okay? Or they let us on to think that we know that. I'm not making sense, but you know what I mean. I definitely feel like the women, the older women out there, need to be loved and hugged on and said thank you, because they have been doing it for a long time. They have been supporting us for a very long time. And our grandmothers, great-grandmothers, are very loved and appreciated, and we should honor them tonight also. Our grandmothers and our great aunts and our sisters and our sister-in-laws and our friends, and honoring all these women that somehow make it through their lives with all this oppression, able to be fine. We are very blessed in America, but still, uh, the pressures of society and the pressures to do both roles is heavy. It's very heavy. And it makes us almost weathered doing it all. And after you've done it for 40 plus years, believe me, you get weathered, you know? So, anyways, women, support each other. You have some of the hardest roles, period. And men, I will honor you on a different day. I will do a different day for you guys. You have a whole different story. But us women, stand up for each other. Be a voice. Give us those pats on the back, those winks of support, those loving eyes that I know you're doing good, your strength, you're appreciated. Love on your sisters. All of them, from different political point of views, different religious point of views, love on them, because we are all sisters at the end of the day. We are all females and feminines that go through the same things. We all go through those monthly cycles. We all go through those looks and thoughts of the men out there in our lives and the men out there in the world. And we have all been those sex symbols at one age or another. And we know what it feels like to walk in a room and have all eyes on you. You know what it feels like to be looked at and thought inappropriate thoughts about at a young age. We all know what that feels like. We all know what it feels like to feel pressured to be a certain kind of way, to feel good about ourselves, even if that means being a sex symbol. And we've diminished our divine feminine power in some ways by doing that. Women have really put themselves out there against each other very competitively. A lot of third-party relationships have spewed because of the competition out there and women feeling like they need to be the prize. The only time us women will be a prize is when we value ourselves. We will be the prize, and we will be respected as the prize. But if we keep seeking and seeking, we won't be. And so we really need to stand up as a people, as women, and tell each of our women to value themselves, respect themselves, honor themselves, honor their intuition and feelings and their path and their journey. So tonight, if you can, I know I'm going to go now. I'm not going to keep you here forever. Get under that moon and really respect the divine feminine energy. Really respect it. Honor those women. If you've never experienced sexism in any way, that's great. But honor the women that have, and know that this is definitely still an issue. I do not believe it is a financial issue. It's not. But it is a spiritual issue, it is an emotional issue, and it is a mental issue. It's a physical issue, even. And so it is a problem for many, 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 many women across this world. More than you would think. And we should definitely send some good vibrations to these women out there who are really deep in it, and those who are in it at all. Okay? So that's it, guys. I love you. I love you, Divine Feminines. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. Please remember, your love is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. And we're making a movement forward. I do believe things are getting better. And, you know, as a culture, especially in America, I'm seeing some balance. I am seeing some value, finally, in meditation, yoga, and mental health. And believe it or not, that is our energy. That is our specialty. Mental health, spiritual health, emotional health. That is our divine feminine energy. And I'm so glad the world is starting to recognize it. It's been around for centuries. But now a lot of modern cultures are definitely accepting it and honoring it. And that is a step forward. That is a step forward. And we're going to get there to where we are very equally respected and loved and appreciated. Trust me, we'll get there. I love you guys. Go love on yourselves, feminines. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, my sisters. Oh, one last thing. I know. Stephanie, I know. Listen, just a quick message. To the women that are feeling against each other, like example, me and my karmic, she's a total, you know, let's just say she doesn't like me. She's hateful. I've never met her. I never did anything to her. There's no respect here for me as a mother. There's no connection of my love for my son. No connection for my emotions in a family situation. There's only control and masculine hate. Not that masculine's hate, but it's that controlling emperor energy over the empress with her and I. And I wish if feminines were in harmony, it would be, I know where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. I feel where you're coming from. I can put myself in your shoes and understand completely where you're coming from. That is loving each other. That is two feminines seeing each other's position and empathizing and sympathizing as well in the situation that we're both in. And I would love nothing more than to do that and to be sisters, to understand and heal and grow as females, as feminines, as mothers. And it's so stressful when we're against each other. So if you guys have an opportunity to be that wisdom, to be that strong female, divine feminine energy, heal your other feminines. There are so many feminines stuck in a masculine energy, and they've been doing it all their life. You know, my karmic said she's going to be paying the child support. That's a masculine role. She's taking over a masculine role. She's helping provide for that home. She's taking over a masculine role. That's why she's resonating in that masculine energy, because she's having to do it. And before she met him, she was a single mom. So again, she was doing the masculine and feminine role. So she has an imbalance, basically. And that needs healing. You know, my karmic needs healing so she can be more emotionally in touch and empathetic, sympathetic, intuitive, and nurturing and loving like a real divine feminine energy. So we need to heal each other. There's a lot of women out there that are lost. And tonight, if you can, send those good mothering vibrations and say, women, mothers, sisters, love each other. Understand each other. We suffer under the same judgments. We go through the same cycles. We are one. We are one collective, female collective, and we do need healing. There are some more divine than others, but we all do need healing. And those of us that are stronger than the others, please use your spiritual healing and vibrational energy to heal us and help us grow. That's it. Sorry, that was my last message. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Again, goodbye. This is it. Remember, just keep swimming. I'll see you later. Signing off. Love you guys. Good night. And have fun with your full moon.